When we last left the party, my name is Lucy Vanderbloom. I work for the Contessa. She has been collecting this particular series of tomes. We want you to break into the library and find us these books.
We're gonna get fucking cheated at the end of this, lads, I know it.
These books are about the 4 main cities of Suchao.
We're just guys visitors.
Yeah, like we're going to the library.
You find a sketch of a man, and he was posing with a table beside him. On that table is a stack of 5 books. The top 4 books in the stack are the 4 books that you are looking for. The 5th book, however, is a copy of a well-known children's story that goes by the name of The Treasure Hunters.
So let's think of it biblically. So chapter 42, paragraph 3, word 4.
The word is portal. I think Philippe feels the urge to touch it.
I touch it.
You're suddenly standing in the clearing of a forest. There is a crooked tower.
Alright, you two, have your guards up, there's something in there.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Whack Roll. My name's Luke, I'm your GM and a living rat boy eating Cheetos out of a girl's hand. Nope, don't like that intro.
Hey, I'm Tom. I'm in the fuck hell, and I play the half-elf sorcerer, Phalak.
Hi, my name is Dora, and I'm playing the sweet boy Philippe, and I hope nothing bad happens to him. Woo.
And I'm Al, I've already sneezed my brain out, and I'm playing Yaga, the woman human.
As you approach the door of the wizard Kemnal's tower...
Oh, can we do like like a breach?
What?
The door's open.
Shit. It's like I was at the side of the doorway and just roll in.
You can still roll in if you want.
Yeah,
Give me an acrobatics check.
that's what I'm all about. Yeah, Phalak draws his wand in one hand and sidles up to the side of the door, then acrobatics in with a... So that's +4. So 16.
It's a pretty... What are you doing? Just rolling? Or are you doing cartwheel? What's your acrobatics?
One-handed cartwheel holding your wand.
Yeah, go on actually. Totally just cartwheels in there, but lands in a pose on the floor, just like with one drum pointing at whatever's in there.
You see 2 creatures in this room. They look like human brains, but with these large, like, hairy dog legs that come out, out of the front and back.
Oh, that's awful.
They're shredding books that are scattered around this room. The room is hexagonal in shape and mostly empty. It's an absolute mess with, like, paper and books scattered everywhere and broken furniture all over. The creatures are kind of like prodding the pages with the front of their brain, head, body thing and kind of like sniffing the paper and then shredding it with their claws. When you flip in, I think they kind of like look up and instantly turn around to you. They have no eyes or any sort of opening, like any nose, any eye, like, or ears. But then they're kind of like the kind of like crease in the middle of the brain splits open to reveal like this mouth filled with jagged teeth, and they snarl at you. Could everyone please roll initiative?
Oh, you guys just keep getting worse, don't you?
Ta-da. Yeah, I got a 19.
I got a non-natural 20.
I got 17.
Philippe, you get to go first. What do you do?
Ruby. Okay. So how far away are these creatures again?
Did you enter the room, or are you still in the doorway while Phalark flips
Philippe's
in?
probably still in the doorway.
They're probably... It's not a large room, so it's maybe 20 or 30 feet away from you.
Okay. Philippe is going to whip out his slingshot and get his little painted pebbles to make his little paintballs and just pew pew at them.
Okay. Give me a weapon. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Oh God. That's a whole 8 with my +4.
You fire the paintball at the creature, and it kind of swats out of the air with one of these big padded paws. Yaga, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just... this is my whole action, but I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery on myself so that my future melee attacks can do acid damage.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Phalark, it's your turn then.
Okay. Yeah, I think as soon as he rolled in there and these things turned towards him, he's going to cast Ray of Frost instinctively. So yeah, I'll just range magic attack. So that is... Ooh, that altogether is a 14.
That hits.
Oh, nice. Okay then. D8.
Just for clarification, we're going to say there's one on the left of the room and one on the right of the room.
Alright, start from the left. And that's a D8 cold damage. 5.
Okay, nice. You fire off this kind of like beam of ice, and it kind of like crystallizes and makes like this frosty like pattern on the creases of the brain, and it kind of like stays there, and the thing shakes angrily, and then it jumps at you.
Oh.
Does 20 hit your
Yes, that hit. I thought you were going to say that was 20 damage, then I was going to cry.
No.
Yes, that certainly does hit my AC.
It does 7 damage as it just swipes across, like one of its claws across your chest.
Again with this.
At which point, it then opens its jaws, and like this thin, like white light streams out of it towards you. Could you please give me an intelligence saving throw?
I don't like it. Okay, intelligence saving throw. 19. Which is freaking lucky because I've got no modifier on that.
Yeah. You feel this thing kind of probing your mind, but you shake it off. I think that maybe at this point you maybe know what these things are. Give me an Arcana check and we'll kind of see if that's the case.
Ooh, that's a 2.
It's a dog. Just a really good dog.
Bad dog. I think I at least know it's a bad dog.
Yeah. It is now the other one's turn, and Yaga, we never actually asked where you were in this whole thing. Have you entered the room?
Oh, right. Well, I did want to come into the room so that I was within smacking range.
I think, like, you've crept in the room, and I think this is the one that Philippe shot a pebble at, and it's going to go for the boy. Let's get on the table. 13 hit your AC.
Yeah.
Here we go. That is... So that's also 7 points of damage as it kind of like rakes this claw across your shoulder.
Oh, no.
And then, yeah, like much like the blue light that emitted towards Phalark, a blue light comes out of its maw and tries
It was a white light.
I did say
Did
white.
I just mishear it?
This one's blue because it's a different creature.
Okay.
And then it kind of like tries to connect with your mind. Give me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay. A whole 10.
He's been mind buggered.
Okay. Where are my dice?
Oh no.
Mind buggered is such a cute way to put it.
Philippe, like, you feel like really lightheaded and take 10 points of damage.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, okay.
Is the boy dead?
I've gone beyond 0.
At which point,
Whoa.
1 second.
How much health have you
I
got?
need 14. He's a squishy boy.
Shit.
Dora,
Yeah.
what's your intelligence score?
But my whole intelligence number, 11.
Yeah.
You lose 3 intelligence
Oh my god.
Oh my god! You got made dumber.
as the intellect devourer rips into your brain and absorbs some of the knowledge within.
Oh
Jesus.
god. Oh god.
The little boy?
Is this his punishment for being expelled from school? He's getting dumber by the second.
clearly.
Apparently, yeah.
I think the rest of the party kind of see this blue light, and then there's this flash as like images and numbers and like kind of like words float down this line of blue light into the intellect devourer's maw, and it snaps shut and then kind of like almost makes a gulping sound. It is now Philippe's turn. Philippe, please give me a death saving throw.
And it's
That's
so is it just a normal roll?
Yeah, just a D20.
A death saving throw is just a straight d20 with no modifiers.
Are you?
Don't know what to get.
Oh, no!
Did you get that one? That a natural.
Oh,
Okay,
God, she
I'm going to
actually
quickly
dead.
explain how death
Oh,
saving
no.
throws work. To die in Dungeons and Dragons, you have to have your hit points reduced to 0, and then you have to take 3 death saves. Failed 3 death saves. You pass a death save by rolling above 10. 10 to 19, you get 1 death save checked. On a 20, you actually get up with 1 HP. On a failed roll, you take 1. However, on a crit fail, you take 2. So you are still in there, but you've got 1 death save.
You know how much dice hate me, yeah?
This is very
Yup.
bad.
Yup.
God.
Yaga, it's your turn.
Yaga, can you stabilize him?
I don't know. Can I assist in death saves?
The ways to kind of get around death saves. If Philippe gains any HP, then Philippe will regain consciousness and will be safe from death saves. Regaining consciousness unmarks all death saves. Or you can make a medicine check. Around I get to decide. I think it's a DC 14 medicine check. If you pass that, you stabilize the person, and they no longer have to make death saves, but will remain unconscious until they regain
I've
HP.
got 2 stars on medicine. I don't remember what that means. I know it's like proficiency and also really, really good.
Oh, you have expertise
That's
in
the
medicine,
bitch.
I believe, which allows you to double your proficiency score when doing a medicine roll. I think it may already be accounted for in the number. That was a feat you took during character creation.
Well, I'm gonna do a fucking medicine roll then.
Okay.
Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
So that's plus 7, 24.
Yay!
Oh, nice. You dive down to like Philippe instantly, and like you see the wound itself, and like the wound itself is not terrible, so you instantly kind of like know that the issue isn't there. Philippe took psychic damage from the Intellect Devourer's attack, so you kind of like it's hard to heal psychic damage. So you maybe get a concoction of herbs and kind of like put it into his mouth, and like you feel that will do enough. Phalark, it's your turn.
Okay, seeing that Yaga seems to have that covered, I won't do the thing I was going to do, so that's fine. It's quite. I'm gonna have to do the one that's still on me because I can die. I can die pretty quickly too. So I'm gonna do another Ray of Frost again.
Okay.
And that is it's an 18 plus 5, so yeah, 23. And that is 6 damage this time.
The kind of like gelatinous brain mass is starting to like harden around it, and this thing's getting like quite sluggish, but it is still just like gonna try to shred into you.
I don't know if that's more or less gross.
Dies 14 hit your AC.
My AC.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. I'll go too far into it.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
You take 10 points of damage on 2d4 plus 2.
An elderly woman, the one with the best AC in the party.
I don't know. You
Luckily, I've got my my recovery stuff.
yeah.
So,
Tom.
Yeah.
No, luckily, buddy. Could you give me an intelligence saving throw, please, as this one opens up its maw?
Oh, that's not great. It's only a 12.
That is the
Oh,
DC.
thank God.
The light kind of like flashes out, but again, you kind of push it back from your mind. And now, the other Intellect Devourer was happily feasting on an unconscious small boy, and then this little old lady came over and was all like, "Nah, you're not eating my son." So I think he's a little bit pissed. Just as you kind of like get the medicine into Philippe's mouth, this thing pounces across the unconscious body, and 8 does not hit your AC, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, so I think he kind of like swipes off your shoulder and then just kind of like winds up behind you. And then, could you please give me your intelligence saving throw? As the blue light flashes.
17. I'm fine.
Nice. That's a safe. Philippe, you do not have a turn, I'm afraid, because you are...
Sorry, boo-boo.
I'm just going to lie down for a bit. I'm just going to join Philippe and chill.
Yaga, it's your turn.
I've got this thing that's going to keep attacking me, so I'm going to, like, whip myself round and try and bat at it. When I use Primal Savagery, I just make a base melee spell attack and then roll a 1d10 of damage. So in my head, the flavour is that I have grown, like, animal claws and sharp fangs, and I'm just gonna, like, fucking bip this thing with my bare hands.
I like it.
Oh, that's shite. That's only 9.
I think maybe you're still like a little bit trying to position yourself so you're between it and
Philippe. Yeah.
Philippe. So you were a little bit distracted by trying to protect him, so you just kind of swipe at the air around it. Phalark.
Alright, that'll be another Ray of Frost, I think. Yep. It's like my basic combat cantrip. Ah, that's a 23.
That's a hit.
Yeah, boy. And it's a... Oh, it's an 8 this time.
Way!
Nice.
We done a blast.
I think on its turn it was just going to hit you again, and it was like rearing up to pounce. It pounces towards you, you whip out this ray of frost, and it freezes, flies past you, and shatters on the ground behind you.
Gross.
Nice.
Just bits of, like, brainsicle all over the place. It is now the other one's turn, and it is just going to try to chew on Yaga some more.
No.
Does 15 hit your AC?
15 is my AC.
So that is a hit. On AC, tie goes towards the attacker.
Bastards.
It gets 8 points of damage
Alright.
against you with its claw. I think maybe, like, rather than, like, swiping across, it maybe, like, jabs at a knee.
Ooh, I've got shite knees already.
Could you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh, that's a 17, 19.
Yeah, you are just, like, shaking off this thing as it tries to probe your mind.
Bastard.
And it is now your turn, Yaga.
Oh, cool. I'm going to try and hit it again. I know I should maybe heal the child, but this thing is on me.
There's plenty of time for that.
Philippe isn't going anywhere. He's just chilling.
Okay, 12 plus 6, 18.
Hits.
Thank God, and 1d10. 4.
Okay. You swipe... You've got claws for this, right?
Yeah.
You swipe your claw across, like, the mass. Does not feel great, but, like, you leave this, like, burned, like scratched, like, scar across across its brain. Phalark, your turn.
Okay, so Phalark's going to get back up to his feet and, seeing that Philippe's on the floor and Yaga's fighting this thing off suddenly with claws, he's just going to rip out a Chaos Bolt from where he is.
Okay.
So that is a 19.
To hit. That hits.
Lovely. Okay. And the damage is 2d8. 2d8 plus 6. Plus a d6. So that's
Wow.
3, 9, 12 damage, and the damage type is... Psychic.
Ooh.
They have a resistance to that. So how much damage was it overall? 12?
Yes, it was.
So it takes half damage, unfortunately.
Dang it.
I think this creature is, like, a little bit, like, shaken. It's not looking fantastic. It's looking a little bit wobbly on its legs, and it kind of snaps its head between Yaga and Phalark, and we're going to roll random to see who it hits.
Just try and understand that I did try and use my most powerful attack spell to help you out there, instead of for me.
It's nothing personal, it's just combat.
Hey, Phalark, does 14 hit your AC?
He does, yes.
Please take 7 points of damage.
Remember me.
You dead now.
Am I dead? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
It's all down to the old lady now.
At which point,
Uh-oh.
it kind of like pokes its mind at Phalark's, and Phalark, please give me an intelligence saving throw.
But I'm down.
I know you can still do intelligence saving throws.
still-
And that 20.
Oh, nice!
Oh, you are so lucky, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you want me to quickly read out the effect?
Yes.
The Intellect Devourer initiates an intelligence contest with an incapacitated humanoid. If it wins the contest, the Intellect Devourer magically consumes the target's brain, teleports into the skull, and takes control of the body.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, fucking hell. Remember, kids, our podcast has stakes.
Yaga, it's your turn.
I don't have combat spells. I'm just gonna keep trying to bip it. Uh-oh.
You can do this, Al.
Alright, well, D20. 18 plus 6 is 24, so that hits.
That's a nice hit.
Right, try again. Fucking 2.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Like, I think there's definitely a degree of, like, Yaga panicking
Yeah,
here. Like,
just like, ah!
she just, like, flails, doesn't get a solid hit on, and it's now its turn. I'm not so mean to say that, like, it will ignore an immediate threat. So it definitely turns back to face you. And does 10 hit your AC?
Nope.
Okay.
Correct.
Please give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's only 9.
I'm afraid that's a hit.
Yeah.
It deals only 5 points of psychic damage.
Alright. So, okay.
And then what is your intelligence score, please?
My intelligence score is 14.
14. You do not lose any intelligence.
Oh my god.
It is now your turn again.
Alright, 1d20. 90. No, excuse me. That's 23. And a 6.
Exactly, Thol.
Oh!
You
Oh!
you rip this claw across the mind, and it just like you feel like you can smell like the sizzling like brain.
Do I lobotomize it? Just like completely bisect it in the middle.
Fucking yeah, go for it. Like shred just 2 like halves of
Piece
mine
of fucking
splat
shit.
either side of the ground.
I'm gonna kick it and spit at it. Just fuck you.
And congratulations, you defeated the Intellect Devourers.
And the rest of us are near
Nah,
dead.
you're fine. You're just unconscious.
Yaga, welcome to this duet podcast. It's just me and you playing Dungeons and Dragons. What do you want to
Like
do?
an old lady.
Healing with Yaga.
Today we're gonna
What do
do
you
our
want,
best to heal a party. Luckily, I have a very, very, very OP skill. It's a feat. I'm a medic. A creature can spend their hit dice to fully heal.
Yeah, this is a short rest. That's like half an hour's break. I think you take half an hour to make sure that these two get up. Please give us the wisdom saving throw.
Where'd you go?
Oh, sorry, not wisdom save. I meant medicine check.
Medicine
That's
check. It's 18 and it's +7 for medicine for me, so 25.
yeah. That means all of you gain maximum hit dice HP recovery. So you should have a hit dice in the box next to death saves.
So I gain 6 hit points.
You gain the maximum of that. So if it's a D6 plus your Constitution modifier.
Oh, right, okay. So that's...
Yay.
Okay, and with that, everyone is conscious but a little bit beaten.
Very,
We don't
very
look too
beaten.
hot.
Philippe is just going to be staring into the void.
Oh, sweetie. He's dumb now.
Now that the entire party is conscious again, you get a better look at this hexagonal room that you're in. It is mostly clutter. These torn pages that these Intellect Devourers were shredding through, the bits of the Intellect Devourer themselves, the one that Phalark has just shattered, and the one that has now been neatly cut in two by Yaga.
Cleft in twain, I think you'll find.
Oh yes, we are in a fantasy world after all. Thou hafteth clefteth the...
Oh,
nope.
Jesus. just leave it to the professionals.
Most of this room is pretty uneventful, I'll say. However, there is a skeleton in the corner of the room that was maybe missed over by the fact that y'all got straight into a bit of a fighterino.
We had to do a fucking initiative right away. Wasn't allowed passive perception. I wasted my passive perception.
I know, but one of you cartwheeled into a room, Al.
I'd like to quite actively perceive how Philippe's doing, because I'm kind of spooked with the boy.
How are you doing, Philippe?
Philippe is probably just like, like that, essentially. Brain fart. Brain fart of forgetting what to say.
Wow, just completely silent. Catatonic.
Yeah.
Hey there, Philippe. How many fingers am I holding up?
How many are you holding up for the court?
That Philippe guessed, and I'll tell him if he's right.
Oh my gosh.
You can play at home, guys.
No matter where you are, just yell a number.
Philippe's gonna sort of like point and go 1, 2, 12. 12 fingers.
Phelak looks behind him to make sure that Yaga isn't holding up 9 fingers to compensate. Oh dear. Are you going to tell his aunt? Because I feel like you're more of the...
Put my finger on my nose.
She did just not it. I'm afraid that is legally binding in this
That's
world.
the rules. It's legally binding. I'm a lawyer.
Alright.
I'm gonna go poke the skeleton, by the way.
Oh, yes, let's investigate.
You don't know where that's been.
In a body.
We know it's been in here.
Poking the skeleton.
Okay, so the skeleton is wearing large red robes that you will recognize from the painting. This is the body of the wizard Kemnal that you saw the painting from, the one who owned the tower in the library. Rasmodius Kendall, indeed. His skull has been smashed open and has been emptied, probably by one of the intellect devourers. It's probably what brought them to this room, brought them to this tower. What do you want to do?
I poked it.
That's great. You did poke the body. It shuffles. It moves slightly, as any item would, as of the laws of physics.
I'm going to search his pockets, though.
Yeah, you reach into the pockets of the robes and you pull out a large silver key.
Well, hey. That sounds pretty good. I got the boss key.
Is there a lock in this room at all?
There are no doors or any sort of chests that you can visibly see that would take a key. There is, however, a hatch on the roof of the northern side of the room. It is open, it doesn't need a key, and you can see a ladder peeking through it.
Okay, I was looking through my spell list to see if I had anything yet that would let me commune with the dead, but I don't, so...
Can Philippe, just draw as a Ouija board and we just pretend?
Can I draw a Ouija board?
I don't have anything I can use as a planchette.
I mean, yeah, you probably could draw a Ouija board, but do any of you have the correct ability to contact spirits using one?
All you need is an edgy teenager who think they're being really cool. That's all you need. Can I see if I can draw one up?
You want to draw us a Ouija board?
Yeah, let's chat to the dead wizard.
Okay, I don't know what role this is.
Religion?
No. Well, actually, it could be religion, it could be arcana. I think we're going to go with an arcana check because contacting dead is not necessarily a spiritual, like a religious
Maybe it depends on the dead person in question, because it's a wizard, it's arcana. If it was a dead doctor, it might be medicine.
Hey guys, remember, I just lost a lot of intelligence. Whee!
But we all put our hands out together so we can assist. Otherwise it doesn't work. We all have to be in with the magic. Yalga, come on, get in on the magic.
I'm helping.
I rolled a whole 15. Wait, no, that's 14 now.
You draw out a Ouija board to the best of your capabilities, and Philippe's capabilities are the best, so...
Some of the letters are the wrong way round, but otherwise...
Ghosts don't get it. They'll know.
Okay, you have a spirit board. What do you do now?
What did we draw it on, Laura?
She's got like sketchbooks.
Alright, so it's a paper one.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
And what we're using is like the...
Planchette.
We could use a bit of the broken skull.
Oh my god,
Oh.
perfect, yes.
Connect with the wizard.
I've dug a hole through it with a dagger or some shit. Just like chipped it through.
Okay. Yeah, that's a totally fair thing to do, actually. I definitely
We've created a cursed object.
have.
Sure did.
Philippe's first dumb, potentially dodgy idea since the incident.
I think that one of you is going to have to lead the spirit board. And who's going to do that?
Not it.
Great job, guys. I love just...
It's just the next part of the sleepover. We're all a bit too scared to do Bloody Mary.
I can imagine us all just sort of standing around in a circle, sort of shifting eyes to each other, and then suddenly Philippe's hand goes up and touches his nose and goes, "Not it!" And then Yaga, and then Phelok is just standing there like,
Wait,
"Oh,
no,
well."
sleight of hand!
Oh, really? We're gonna do a fucking dex competition? Oh, shit.
I got 3.
I got 9.
I crit failed.
Oh,
Philippe just punches himself in the face by accident.
Oh no! I think that thing ate his hand-eye coordination.
Such a good boy. Okay. So Philippe is going to take lead in this this ritual. Can Philippe please give me your choice, an Arcana or a religion check?
Well, they're both intelligence, and I'm both not proficient in either.
maybe one of us.
Are we able to assist on this, or...?
Yeah, one of you can assist, which means you would get... Well, the 2 of you would assist, which means you get advantage on it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, good, because that was a whole 10. And that's a 9.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Ooh boy.
How do you go about this seance?
So, Philippe's gonna do various humming, and then be like, and it's not good humming either.
Well, we all have to join in.
Yeah.
It's an
All together.
It's an audio adventure.
Go
Come
on, go Yaga. And Philippe is gonna start like
And
sort
that's when this game became a barbershop quartet.
he's gonna just start waving his arms in the air and go, Asmodeus Campbell, are you there? We are wanting to speak to you. Come find us. And, woo. And his hands are like sort of swirling in circles down towards the board.
This is now the awkward point where I have to decide whether or not it works. You got 10 on that Arcana check, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the planchette, it wobbles. It does not move to yes or no, but it definitely wobbles.
Are you
Do it again.
Rasmodius Campbell?
It again, like it doesn't move all the way there, but it nudges slightly. It just like slides just the tiniest distance toward yes.
What else should I ask him, guys?
Ask something about the books. The tomes, I suppose.
What's your favourite book?
Oh no. I forgot he was a dumb kid.
You ask that question, and the planchette just shakes on the paper. It doesn't move it sort of like wobbles between some letters, but it doesn't like spell anything in particular.
I don't think it's quite strong enough to actually move the thing. Maybe we stick to yes/no questions. 1 shake for yes, 2 shakes for no.
That sounds like a good idea. So, what question should we ask?
Did you die in the war, as everyone thinks you did?
The planchette wobbles to no.
Did you die by those mean boys who attacked B?
The planchette moves to yes.
Do you have an idea where they came from?
The planchette doesn't move. The planchette starts to shake.
Uh-oh.
The planchette moves quite suddenly, stronger than it's ever moved before, to P, H, I, and then it starts to tremble again and shakes back to the middle.
PHI. Have you met anyone with that?
No.
Filbert.
Philosophy guy.
Should we go up the hatch?
The planchette wobbles to yes. And that one's not from Rasmodius, that's from your GM.
Oh. Ah.
Funny joke!
Rasmodius, is being dead cool?
The planchette wobbles violently, and then it like lifts off the ground, like hovers, and it slams into the word no like 5 or 6 times. It's still just slamming.
Okay, right. Are you actually dead?
The planchette moves to yes.
Alright, I'm keeping an eye on my liches here. Alright, I think we're done here.
You don't mind if we take your stuff, yeah?
It was nice of you to ask.
Look, he said no. It's great, guys. It's all for grabs. Let's go. Come on,
The
guys.
planchette starts to move again. It moves rapidly again. It's back to its full speed. And it moves to the letter F, then the letter A, then the letter T, and then it lifts up into the air again, and it shatters into the letter, I think it just shatters on the board, actually.
Phil fat.
You call me fat.
So, clearly, we need to look for a guy called Phil who's fat.
Fat Phil. We're just making assumptions here, though. Well, we can't talk to Rasmodius anymore.
I guess it's time to go up the hatch, like where the GM keeps trying to probe us to go.
There's plenty more skull to mess with. Let's make a new one. What about the robe? Is that worth anything?
Do you want to just take his robe?
I mean, it's nice.
Okay,
It's nice red.
You.
Is it like so old that it's falling apart, or?
It's probably got some magic property on it that makes it like a little bit nicer.
We're in a weird plane though, where we're like in an illustrated world. So like, I don't know. It might not travel with us.
It might not.
Let's try.
But yeah, you pick up the Phalark, you don't stealing the robe.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you take a robe. It's a pretty nice robe. It's got almost like a velvety back to it. It fits nicely. It's not uncomfortable at any point. It actually fits you.
I found my new pajamas.
A nice dressing gown for those relaxing days. So up the hatch we go.
Yes, let's.
How?
Is there a ladder? Isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at the top.
Oh.
It is out of reach.
You could give me a boost and I could go up and pull down the ladder.
Child,
I don't want to risk you banging your head.
my strength is only 7, child.
But I am a child. You don't need much strength for a child.
I could anamorph into a tall animal. Elks are huge.
Ooh.
Giraffe.
I don't have giraffe, I'm sorry.
Ooh. Ooh, I just remembered. I have a hand thing, a magic hand. Would I...
Yeah, I was gonna say one of us has mage hand.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out my mage hand. And with my mage hand able to just knock the ladder down the hatch.
Oh hell yeah! That's exactly what I expect you to do. It wasn't supposed to be like a huge puzzle.
I forgot I had it.
Don't worry, you lost 3 points of intelligence, dear.
I'm just getting into the character by being the character.
Method acting, yeah. You pull the ladder down, and I'm guessing you all just climb up. Ooh, spooky. There was like a dead guy, and that's scary, right? Hey everybody, and welcome to that awkward middle bit of the episode where the GM plugs the Twitter and stuff. You can always get in touch with us here at Wackaroll through the Twitter and Instagram. The Twitter, what am I, an 80-year-old man? At Wackaroll, and through email with wackaroll@gmail.com. If you do, we'll name NPCs in the game after you. We're nearly at the end of this arc, and once we move on to the next, we'll hopefully be implementing some listener names. Be aware that we do record a little bit in advance, so it may be a while. Lastly, if you've got a spare couple of minutes, why not leave us a review on iTunes or wherever you got this episode from? Listener engagement helps us trick Apple into thinking that we're cool, and if Apple doesn't think we're cool, then the seance we're planning to get in touch with Mr. Jobs' ghost will never work. Anyway, thank you all for listening, sincerely. Have fun with the rest of the episode. You wind up in a room that looks a lot like a study. It's actually a smaller room. It's a small circular chamber that is absolutely filled with paper and jars of ink. There is a desk in the center of the room, and open chests of all the materials it would take to create a book. Parchment, bindings, like empty like leather covers, and like sewing needles and bottles of ink. On the desk in the center of the room, there is actually a few stacks of books. Straight off the bat, none of these books are the ones you're looking for. That would be way too easy. I'm sorry. I will get back to these books in a second. The only other kind of like real point of information in this room is that there is an empty shelf on one of the walls. All of these books have simple one-word titles. And along their spines are a single letter that corresponds to their titles. The book titles are as follows, and I'm going to say this once for the audience at home, and then I'll say it's twice for the audience at home, and then I will copy and paste it for you guys so that you guys can read it and figure stuff out as you want. The books are as following: Suffering, Languages, Ideals, Explosions, Theories, Yearning, Axis, Rarities, Rituals, Creeds, Blessings, Experiments, and Hazard.
Jesus, I thought I would have time to write in between those.
No,
I'm an idiot.
I will copy
Yeah.
and paste for you guys. The books are Suffering, Languages, Ideals, Explosions, Theories, Yearning, Axis, Rarities, Rituals, Creeds, Blessings, Experiments, and Hazard.
Slightly arcade.
Well, we can't spell Fat Phil with that.
No,
good
there's no
job.
P. I'm looking at the letters. How do you spell Iger?
EI''JIRR.
EI''JIRR. I was nearly there. I thought it was a G, and however.
Yeah, no, that was a good go on you, Al. I appreciate it.
I didn't have an E.
Question. With the shelves, are they like dusty at all? Can we see dust in this realm?
Yeah, you could see dust in this room. There's probably like both rooms have probably been pretty dusty. Although there's Trek's room, the Intellect version on below.
On the empty shelves, is it like dust? Like, does it look like books have been removed recently?
Firstly, everything has such got coating of dust. There are no like trails up in this side. It doesn't look like anyone's been in this room for a long time.
Okay.
And secondly, I just want to clarify: it is shelf singular. There's only one empty shelf.
Obviously, we need to put these books in a certain order. At least that would be my assumption.
My assumption was that there was books that coincided with the names of the cities that were the sigils of the books that we were looking for, but there is no D on this list, so I'm kind of fucked.
Any idea, Thomas?
I'm not seeing much. Try to pull things together from my notes from last time.
I'm going to say that the shelf that is empty in the room, just as a piece of helpful information, probably isn't large enough for all of the books at once.
But it is large enough for some books, which means some books need to go on there. So.
It is a bookshelf, and yes.
Oh, man, maybe this guy is a massive fan of the noughties film Rats, and maybe we order some of the books to say Rats. I'm going with Rituals, Axis, Theories, and because there's no Z, we're just going to have to deal with Suffering.
You put those 4 books on the shelf, and they start to tremble.
Oh no.
And then they fly off of the shelf and back into the stack on the desk, at which point y'all hear some squeaking as 2 rats appear in the room.
You fucking summoned rats! Oh!
They look
this is
horribly confused.
There's no P, damn it.
right. This is rife for abuse. What can I spell?
You can't spell help because I tried that.
But I can spell. I'll think of something.
Cry!
Do you want to spell cry?
Yes.
You put creeds, rarities, and yearning on the thing. And the rats start to well up and they start sobbing. And you look at your friends and they are also just tears streaming down their cheeks.
Oh, but the poor rat boys.
I can't believe you've done this. Okay, we need to do something else because I can't.
I'm sorry.
Phalak spells rare, and Banjo Kazooie appears.
I was going to go with just a steak just drops down in front of you. It's
nice.
See, I was going to put lit as it, how the youth slang, but then I was like, oh, but what if the rats set on fire?
I will be honest, that is 100% what would have happened.
No, that's not what lit means. The rats would start vaping. I spelled cart.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tom. Could everyone now please give me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, God!
Oh,
Yes!
no.
17?
Tom, you dive out of the way as a giant wooden cart appears in the room.
That's 11 from me.
I got a 7.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking the dexterity check on a rat. Both wheels of this cart land perfectly on the 2 rats.
Did they do worse than me then?
Oh,
I was gonna turn him into Swedish boys.
Okay, both of you take 3 points of damage as you're kind of knocked over by the cart.
Me.
let it be known that I can spell shit, but I'm not going to.
I want to spell art just to see what happens.
Okay, you spell the word art. A portrait appears.
Ooh.
It is quite large. It is, maybe the size of your average, movie poster kind of thing. It's in a very nice, carved wooden frame, and it features a man. A man in, with, quite, slick black hair, in, a long black coat, standing with a cane.
I spell yeet.
No, don't.
The portrait flies across the room.
That is exactly what happens.
No!
Could everyone please give me a dexterity saving throw?
I wanted to look at the painting, you fuck!
Oh no!
God. I got an 11.
I crit failed.
Okay, everybody.
Yeet!
As you are all appreciating the portrait, Phalark yeets the painting. Philippe, you take 8 points of damage.
Okay,
As a
I'm down.
Okay, we spell art again to get a new painting.
Yeah, it just, well, do you know what, like the shattered painting just reforms on the other side of the room.
It's not like console commands where I just go spawn 52 of them or something.
No.
Alright, I'm not gonna waste a spell, I'm just gonna do a medicine roll on this child because I've got expertise.
Medicine check will only stabilize. I think if you just leave Philippe, he'll get up on his own with 1 HP. Like, I'm not gonna make Dora roll death saving throws because Tom was an asshole.
Because Tom dropped a cart on me. He dropped a cart on me. He yeeted a painting at me.
Let's not get it fucking twisted. Tom, you were a fucking asshole.
I nearly got yeeted to death. I did not think I was going to say that tonight.
I believe the past tense of yeeted is yoked.
Don't you dare.
That's true, actually.
Anyway, I want to investigate this painting.
What are you looking for? Is there anything in particular?
Like, no, just something interesting. Clues.
Okay.
Oh, come the fuck on. So what's that under? Investigation is in. So that's an 8.
It's old. It's pretty old. Like, it definitely is a painting from the time frame that the wizard was from, which is the First War, pre-war-ish time.
Well, I'll roll history then. I only got 12 there.
What specifically are you looking for, Tom?
See if there's any signifier of who the person in the painting is, or to what kind of person
maybe?
even. Yeah, like allegiance or sect. Like, oh, it's a wizard, or
He's from Tayvale or something.
I think that's actually information you get. He's from Tayvale. You see a signet ring on his finger, and it has a seal of Tayvale on it. But I'm afraid that's all the information you're going to get with a 12. I think at this point Philippe gets up because I don't want to have Dora just out of the scene because Tom was a.
Hello, I am on 1 HP.
Wait, hang on a minute. I can spell heal.
What? Oh.
I spell heal.
You can.
In fact, I'm going to pluralize it. More heal.
What?
Heals.
Heals, yeah. I think when you spell the word heal, a plant grows in the middle of the room. When you put the S on the shelf, it grows berries.
Come on, Sean, the plant child.
Can I roll Arcana? Because I know what spell this is. Oh, I got 16. The good berries, is it?
It is good berries. Yaga definitely recognizes those fruits because you can do good berries, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Oh, dope.
You can use an action to eat 1 berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point.
Can I eat 14 berries?
You can, but I'm going to need to give you a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Philippe's going to be a fat little boy after this. Oh, fat Phil! Oh!
Oh my
Why
god.
Philippe is fat
Ooh,
Phil?
you take him back to his aunt. Just gonna be, he's fatter and stupider than I remember.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 13.
Yaga, we're bad parents.
Like, after the first, maybe few berries, you don't feel great eating more, but you get them down your gullet and you heal up to full.
Yes!
Fat little boy.
Eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
You don't have to eat for 2 weeks.
Philippe is going to transform into Fat Phil. That is what the ghost wizard wanted to be. He wanted Fat Phil.
Oh my god.
I spelled chia.
Sorry, what do you spell?
Chia? Why?
Chia.
Cheer?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were spelling CHIA.
I do that too.
By the way, when you spell cheer, the sound effect that, like a party blower sound effect plays.
Yes.
And then what's the next thing you did?
Chia.
CHIA?
Yeah.
A small handful of seeds appear.
You could eat them.
Philippe, eat these as well.
You can't eat.
Munch, 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 munch.
What?
Philippe, you're full. You do not need food. It's just a handful of chia seeds.
Hey.
Philippe has had a very traumatic experience. Let him eat.
Hey, boss. I want to read the book that says rituals.
They are all blank.
Damn it! Did you say that already?
No.
Oh, okay.
None of you have thought to open any of these books yet. Congratulations.
I was the first. I have the highest wisdom.
I'm just having fun figuring out what words I can spell with it, because I love anagrams.
I hate you so hard. You love anagrams, and the three of us are like, no, I really suck at them. And it's like,
Well, I didn't know that when I made the puzzle,
you
did
could have
I?
fucking asked! It's not like you can practice. You can't get better at anagrams. It's something you have or you don't.
I spell brie.
Nice lump of cheese lands on the steak.
Tom, please.
Philippe, eat this.
Fat Philippe. Fat Philippe.
What else can we make him?
Berries.
Oh god.
Wait, can I actually spell? Hang on.
Cherries.
Can you spell berries?
Yes. And cherries.
A fruit salad appears.
I want to spell reality.
Do you know what? Fuck it. You spell reality, and the artsy kind of style of the world disappears.
Oh.
No.
You're sort of in the real world now.
You
Are we
boring.
still in the same room?
Yeah, you're still in the same place.
Is the robe still okay?
Yeah, the robe's fine.
This is just asking more questions than it's answering.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect you to spell reality at any
Well-
point. I didn't come up. I want you to know I didn't come up with every solution.
Yeah,
I came up with a
yeah.
handful to make sure that I wasn't going to give you something like nuclear.
I spell the word bear.
No!
Sorry, did you say bear?
B-A-R-E.
Oh, great. Sorry. I'm gonna roll a 1d4.
Oh no.
So one is no. I'm just gonna. I'll keep the number results in my head. That's a 4. That's an everybody.
Oh no. I didn't want this, I didn't want this, I didn't want this, I didn't want this.
Say goodbye to your fucking clothes.
Give me the robe!
No!
I'm
No!
gonna do
Everything except the robe vanishes.
I'm gonna do a fucking strength contest against you. Don't think I won't.
Okay, go for it. That's the last thing you worried about.
I got 14!
12!
Yes!
Tom, you lose the robe.
Cover up my shame.
Can we not clothe the miner?
Oh, I was.
Philippe is going to spell the word hat.
Like a wool hat with one of those big pom-pommy things at the top.
Is that the only piece of clothing we can spell?
Philippe, I will forgive you because of your little head injury, but I really like that jacket.
We all lost something today.
My dignity, for one.
I lost my intelligence.
All your hit points twice.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I also spell hat.
Why do you spell hats so we can have many?
Fine.
I think
Hats.
let's roll 1d20. That's how many hats appear. That's a 20.
Yes! Crit hats!
Just crit! Succeeded in hats! Fucking, just so many hats, guys!
Oh, thank God.
Just hats!
I did have a spare change of clothes, actually.
Wait, do I also have spare clothes in my?
Most of you do, yes!
Yeah, actually.
I put those
Oh my
on.
God.
Oh, I have fine clothes.
I have common clothes.
It's still a good outfit, it's just not quite as fancy.
I'm wearing a fancier outfit now.
See, either I was wearing my leather armor or I was wearing my common clothes. In any case, I'm now clothed.
I think that Philippe's fancy clothing is just like his prom outfit.
Everybody fucking saw my tattoos now. They're no longer
yeah.
a secret.
Do you want to describe them?
From the neck down. Did you ever see artist renderings of Pictish warriors where it's just all blue swirls and lines and shit? It's essentially that because I draw influences from my own culture and past.
I love the fact that we had this... me and Al had this conversation about her having tattoos. And I love the fact that we came up with the concept of secret tattoos on the old lady, which would only ever get revealed if we ever had a situation where the little old lady was naked. So thanks, Dor.
Yeah, thanks.
Helped us all.
You're welcome, guys.
Hey, Yaga, sweet tats.
Don't bring up the fact that you've seen me declothed.
Wait, I spell
Uh-oh.
CHRIST.
Oh my god!
Christ!
Oh my god, what?
Jesus, take the wheel and solve this anagram.
I think that when you spell Christ, nothing happens. But someone somewhere just had a really good idea.
Oh my god! Can we figure out how many books will fit on the shelf?
When Al spelled out the word reality, that was the most that could fit on. So that's 7. I believe that's the longest word any of you have spelled today.
Yes.
So,
I win countdown.
yes.
TRIALS. Trials. Just trial.
Actually, Al, I think a gavel just appears in your hand.
Cool, I passed the bar now.
Do you want? Fuck it. Actually, Al, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no. So that's 15.
Okay, Al, you are now proficient in any history check that has anything to do with law.
Ooh.
Holy shit, that's great. Why not a bed? Make a bed appear.
Barry.
I think a halfling gentleman appears and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Aw.
Hello, sir. Could you get us out of here?
Where is here? What happened to my wife? I was with my wife.
Are you good at anagrams? If you are good at anagrams, then we can leave. Is Barry good at anagrams? Barry the anagram man.
Oh my god, I nat 20!
Yes! What's the answer, Barry? Give it to us.
I think he looks at it and goes, "Well, my wife, we do the crossword.
That's not...
Crosswords.
I like word puzzles, ma'am." He then turns to the pile of books. He puts his head in his hand for a second and then goes, "Well, you can spell the word secret with this."
Oh. Let's spell the word secret.
But first I spell the word hat to give him a prize.
We've got so many hats.
Yeah, there are still like a bunch on the floor, Tom.
Yeah, but this one's his.
I think he pulls on a nice pair of like reindeer antler headband.
Because he's feeling festive.
He's just in a good mood now. He really enjoys anagrams. Barry the anagram man. I love this
Jesus.
guy.
For fuck's sake.
You put the letters SECRET on the wall, and the wall beside it trembles for a second, and that bit of the wall elongates. The shelf nudges to the left a little bit, and a door appears.
Can we just all shake hands and congratulate each other for solving this puzzle really
Yeah.
well?
No, I'm not going to have any illusions. I'm going to shake Barry's hand.
Barry nods appreciatively. He's like, "Now how do I get out of here?"
Down that hatch. We don't know where we are in the world, though, so good luck.
Say goodbye to Barry, everybody.
Bye, Barry.
Bye, Barry.
Bye, Barry.
I give him some brie.
He happily
forgot we had
accepts he happily accepts the floor cheese.
And before we leave, one more thing.
No, what?
Crab.
A regular old crab appears and then just scuttles off after Barry.
Normal little crab boy.
Yay!
Barry and his crab.
Spin-off podcast.
There is a door.
Is it locked? 'Cause
Oh,
we
gee,
have
I got a key!
The key slots into the door, it turns, and the door swings open. Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the hit podcast Barry and His Crab. Firstly, I just want to say thanks to Al, Tom, and Dee for just being the best players a DM could ask for. This was not only a fun recording session, but probably the most fun I've had playing Dungeons & Dragons in yonks. Love all you guys, you're swell peeps. Now for the shameless shilling. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wackaroll, or send us an email at wackaroll@gmail.com. If you get in touch with us, we may just immortalize you by making you that one random innkeeper that the party looked at once and then never spoke to again in our podcast. Lastly, please leave us positive or negative reviews in Apple Podcasts or wherever you get this show from. Reviews are so helpful, not only because they allow us to fight the algorithms, but also because it helps us get better. We take all feedback we receive to heart and use it to develop the show however possible. If you don't feel like leaving a review of our podcast, then why not leave us a review of the Naughty's film Rats, spelled with a Z, because oh boy, that's a movie we referenced this week for some reason. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time for the conclusion to the first arc of our Vagabonds campaign. Be excited, it's gonna be good.